too.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Well, I can see the merchants of Manhattan have probably closed up for the day. Probably on the phone now as we speak. Holly Scorpio's back in town. Uncorked the champagne, brought out the red carpet. You can't miss her. She's staggering under the weight of credit cards.
Oh, Robert, I'm not that bad.
You're not? Well, let's have a look here. Your Honor, I would like as Exhibit A. All these wonderful boxes and bags, as you can see, with all the finest labels from all the most expensive stores in Manhattan on them. I would submit, Your Honor, Holly Scorpio is out of control. Maniac shopper. I rest my case.
Gail and I just did a little bit of shopping.
A little shopping? You call this a little shopping? I'd hate to think what would happen if you seriously put your mind to it. I mean, we'd have to get another room just for all the bags and boxes.
Oh, we had a marvelous time, and I took her to that fantastic little hat shop I know.
Gail doesn't wear too many hats.
Oh, well, she will now.
Let me guess. She bought out the contents of a hat store as well? Maybe
That's cold.
Let me rephrase that. Was there anything left in this hat store when you two were through with your buying? And your buying? And your buying?
She bought an absolutely darling little hat, and it looks fantastic on her.
How many hats did you buy, Holly?
Let me show you this scarf that I got. Really wonderful scarf.
Yeah? Where would it be? If you'd find it. How would you know a scarf here if you saw... Well, how many hats?
I beg your pardon?
Hats. No, they go in the head. Cover it. How many?
I got you some gloves. I know you'll like them, it is. I know you'll like these. They're pigskin. They're very, very soft.
Yeah.
And you know you wanted a maroon tie?
Right, yeah.
But there are the gloves.
Let's talk
well,
about
I found
hats.
you one. It's silk.
Yeah. How many hats, Holly?
You're beginning to sound like a broken record.
All I'm trying to figure out is how many hats you went out and bought.
Well, quantity is not important. It's the quality that counts.
I see. In that case, I guess you got quality through in quantity. You're not going to tell me how many hats you bought, are you?
No, I'm not.
What didn't you buy?
Now, what kind of a question is that?
Well, I figured it'd be easier to find out what you didn't buy as against what you did buy.
Actually, this isn't even all that I bought.
What?
I had so much stuff that I left most of it down by the desk. They're going to send a couple of bellboys up with them.
You're trying to tell me that there's more down at the desk? And it's going to take at least 2 bellboys to truck it all up here?
Well, it'd probably be easier if they used 3.
Oh. I think I'm going to have cardiac arrest. Holly, are you out of your mind? Do you have any idea of the cost of all of that garbage
I just got so emotional.
in here? Are you insane? We are not rich!
I'm teasing, sweetheart.
What?
There's nothing downstairs at the desk. This is all there is.
Say that again.
There is nothing downstairs at the desk. This is all there is.
I'm so glad you repeated that. You are indeed a master of psychology.
Oh, I am?
Yes, you con me into believing that you actually have more downstairs than you actually walked in with here, thereby making what you walked in with here not look quite so much. Very clever. I salute you.
Thank you. I'll show you my hats later.
How many hats, Holly? How many hats? Come on.
Oh, I forgot. Did you call Frisco General Hospital?
No, change the subject. Why would I want with Frisco?
Well, didn't you get your messages down at the front desk?
Well, I've only been in here a few minutes. I wanted to save a bit of time, so I had a shower, and I was just coming out of the shower, and you stumbled in here after your sacking of Manhattan. What's with Frisco? What's up?
Frisco called to say that Tony is out of the coma.
It's great news.
Absolutely. It's fantastic. He's feeling things. He's focusing his eyes. He can't speak yet, but he's answering questions by blinking.
Anybody else know about this?
No, of course not.
Good.
Frisco says he thinks that you should beef up the security.
Frisco's absolutely right. We don't want news of Tony's improved condition getting out just yet. I'll make that call now. Operator, person to person with Frisco Jones at General Hospital in Port Charles. Call me as soon as you make the connection, will you? I'll wait. Thank you. Come on, how many hats, Holly? How many hats in that box? It's a big box. 10 hats in there. Got to be at least a dozen hats in that box. Come on, come on.
No.
What about this one here? That big funny-looking black
about
thing.
6 or 7 in
6
there.
or 7. Oh, 25 hats.
Dr. Banks, call the loud...
Frisco.
Frisco, it's Robert. I just got your message.
Oh, Robert, I've been sweating it out around here waiting for you to call.
Good news about Tony. Has
Yeah.
he recognized you or Tanya yet?
No. No, the doctor said that there's been too much trauma. He's suffering from a total blackout of the past.
Okay. How's Tanya holding up?
Well, she's been wearing herself out, but I think this news is going to lift her up a little bit.
Sure it will. Yeah. Look, I'm glad you called. We'll increase the guards now that Tony's come out of the coma.
Oh, thanks, Robert.
Listen, I'll get right on beefing up that security. If it weren't for this award dinner tonight, I'd be flying home to see Tony.
Yeah, I know you would. Look, I feel a lot better now that you called and talked to you, and also that you decided to beef up the security.
Good as done. Thanks for calling, mate. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Who are you calling?
Ramsey. Hi, Bert. Now, listen. Yeah, sure. Listen, I want you to do something for me right away. Now, listen. Put an extra man outside Tony's hospital room. Now, make sure both guards are dressed just like orderlies. Here's the reason. Tony's out of his coma. You're right. Yeah, that's good news. But we can't let it leak out. Well, we can try not to let it leak out. So we'll need extra guards. Now, everyone guard in that room is going to be dressed like an orderly. We don't want them to attract too much attention and certainly cause no curiosity. No, absolutely not. There'll be no questioning of Tony, no pressure of any kind. We don't want to do anything until the doctors tell us we can. Yeah. Righto, Bert. Fine. Yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye. Done.
I'm so happy about Tony.
Me too.
I mean, it's such good news for Tanya and for Frisco.
Why are you crying?
I feel so happy for them. It's kind of stupid, I know.
Why are you supposed to laugh when you're happy and cry when you're sad?
I know, it's stupid.
No, it's not. Your heart's in the right place.
I just feel so much for them, you know?
You sentimental fool, you.
No, I'm not.
Come on, admit it, you are.
Huh? All right, I am.
Feel better?
Yes, I do. It's such good news. It's nothing like a good cry.
You call that a cry? That's just a sniffle. Now, a cry, that's when the eyes and the tear ducts open up and the nose runs and the eyes get all puffy and you bawl and carry on. That's a cry.
You're the expert, are you?
Matter of fact, I am.